Alright, what's good everybody? It's your boy Akeem and welcome to this vlog. Here to talk about the Utah State Aggies for the 2015 college football season. Last year they went 10-4 overall. Matt Wells is entering his third season and there is great news in Logan, and that's the return of Chucky Keaton, their star quarterback. Now he's actually was out last season due to a medical redshirt, but the NCAA granted him a 5th year of eligibility, so he is going to be that starting quarterback for the offense. And speaking of the offense, they have a new offensive coordinator from Oklahoma and Josh Heupel. I think this is a great addition for the Aggies. As far as their defense, they picked up a new coordinator as well in Kevin Klum. Now I'll start with the offense. Last season Keaton did not play, and that means Darrell Garrettson was actually at the helm at quarterback. He only had 1,140 yards passing last season, 8 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. The team did average 26.9 points per game, but with the return of Keaton, I think that number can at least get to 30 points per game this upcoming season. And I think with Keaton back at quarterback, this will even help balance off the offense because he is a dual threat, and I think this it could force opponents to respect their ground attack as well as their pass. Now as far as a key player in returning for Keaton is the leading receiver and senior Hunter Sharp, who had 939 yards receiving last season and 7 scores. And they do have an experienced offensive line with their top player in Kevin Wimpy, and he is not a wimp in the O-line. Please do not take that him lightly. Now as far as the defense, they did a brilliant job last season, averaging allowing 19.7 points per game, which ranked 12th in the nation. But they have 3 first-team players who are actually no longer with the team, 3 key components in the defense, starting with lineman BJ Larson, who had a great year, 8.5 sacks last season. Frankie Sutura, who was also a first-team All-Honors at the end of the year, and Defensive Player of the Year winner Zach Weigel. That is the key loss. He actually had 9 sacks last season, but they still have some great players on the defensive end. Zach does have a younger brother in Nick Weigel, who had 124 tackles last season and 7 sacks. He was first team All Mountain West honors at the end of the year as well. And also they do have a good safety in Devin Centers. He had 74 tackles last season, 3 sacks, just 1 interceptions, but 10 pass breakups. That shows he does have good cover skills, and he can even help with the run, support the run defense at that. Now as far as the freshman class that they have, the top 3 players, starting with Tommy Wu, the defensive end at 6'2", 240 pounds, pretty decent size coming in as a freshman. And then also they picked up an offensive tackle in Wade Meacham. He's 6'5", 270 pounds, decent size as well. Does have plenty of time to add more weight with that height at 6'5". And they also picked up a wide receiver at 6'2", 172 pounds in Chad Artis. I think that was a decent pickup as well. Now, like I said, with the addition of Chucky Keaton, I think there was even helping open up more running lanes for running back LeJean Hunt to have a good year. Now, last year Hunt had 540 yards rushing last season. I think that number could possibly get to 1,000 yards if they if Keaton does have a good game running the football as well, to just bounce off the passing and ground attacks. Now, I'm actually going to change my mind as my Mountain West champions this year. After I really forgot about the return of Chucky Keaton, I think this team is going to go 10-2 overall and win the Mountain West. I first was going with Air Force, but then I just recently decided to change my mind. I'm going to have to go with the Aggies of Utah State. Now, the next time I'm going to catch you guys will be in just a couple of minutes. I have one more blog for today. Thank you for watching this blog. I'm your man, Akeem McCall. Be easy.